We're now in the segment called Conscious Caribbean Artists Making a Difference. And we're in a place called the Night Gallery on Murray Street in Woodbrook. So far in this segment, we have featured poets, Kaiso artists, soca artists, and for the first time, we're going to be featuring this evening a fine artist. And we're speaking about the debut of a young lady whose work is really astounding, impressive. Her name is Analei Solis, and thanks so much for agreeing to speak with us, Analei. This is your first major exhibition?
It's my first exhibition in a gallery, and it's my first one that feels like my true expression.
I hear you. And when I look at it's somewhat eclectic in terms of the work. You have religious themes, Hindu themes, you have African themes, you have Amerindian or Aboriginal native themes. What inspires you?
Well, all of what you see here is basically a product of my spiritual journey. And spirituality always leads us to the understanding that everything is divine, everything is interconnected, and life's ebb and flow, there's ups and downs, but there's always one at the core of it, one truth, one beauty. When you explore different religions, we find like that same truth, even though it's expressed through different symbolisms and so on. So that is what inspires me, is like trying to express that divinity in all of these so many different cultures and different symbols based on different religions,
As I'm listening to you speak and looking at your work, I think of the phrase that religions are many, but God is one. Mm-hmm. Tell us, what is it, how do you think that this work that you're doing and the inspiration that you get can make a positive difference in the cultural, artistic, even social landscape of Trinidad and Tobago? I know it's a heavy question, and you're a young lady, 25 years old, but tell us what your impression is in terms of the impact that this kind of work can make.
Well, having this exhibition, I've got a lot of feedback, which for me is confirmation that I'm not just painting little fairy beings and stuff like that, because people come in here and they look at the work and they feel something deeper, like they feel a connectedness with something deeper. And for me, that's a beautiful thing. If I could inspire people just to know that there's something deeper, that there's something out there, that there's something in here, that I could just give them a good feeling looking at something beautiful, then I think that that's stirring some kind of something positive in the world,
Satyam Shivam Sundaram, goodness, truth, goodness, and beauty. Tell us, where are you from? You are from Trinidad. Yes. And where did you train abroad? Where did you get the skill? I mean, is it just natural talent, or have you been formally trained?
It's definitely a lot of natural talent, but it's also a passion. So it's something that's, as long as I can remember, I've been drawing and painting. So it's a skill that I have progressed naturally. I went to secondary school. I did a few lessons outside of school with some artists. And it's all just experimentation. I've been lucky enough to have a lot of time to work on my talents and progress my expression.
A lot of young people, young artists, tend to find discouragement from their parents who say, "Artists, you want to starve? Why you don't become a doctor, a lawyer, engineer?" What do you have to say to people who are facing those kinds of challenges from their parents or from adults who really can't think outside the box?
No matter what, I've been lucky enough to have the most supportive parents in the world, so I can't even say that I know that hardship, but I think that no matter what, follow your heart. Other people, no matter who they are, no matter how much you love them, they can't control you. Nobody is meant to control anybody other than themselves. So follow your heart, follow your true expression, and something beautiful will come out of it.
I love that message, and especially follow your heart. I'm thinking of Shakespeare, "To thine own self be true." Any final words, any final message that you'd like to share with our audience, and in particular the young people?
Know thyself. Know thyself. It's the most important thing that you could do, especially as a young person now growing up in this society, in this this time where I think a lot of people are kind of realizing that shifts need to happen. We need to like really step forward, and you need to start by knowing yourself before you could go out and make any change in the world.
I hear you. A very profound message from a young lady. And as we look around at the beauty here, we see that most of these works have already been sold. So if somebody's seeing this work, who said, wow, I'd love to get some, get a piece of Ms. Solis, how can they contact you to get more information?
I have a website, but it's not traditional. It's a Tumblr. It's solcreative.tumblr.com. And you can find my contact there, and I always answer emails and sometimes answer my phone.
Analei Solis, congratulations, best of luck, and God bless you. Keep up this excellent work. You're an inspiration to all of us. This is Felipe Noguera for Making a Difference. Stay tuned, we'll be back with Bob Marley and the Wailers.